guys, welcome back to my channel, Beds House with Yolanda. It has been a while since I post my last video. So today I just basically want to talk about um I'm not gonna go into actually I was gonna go into Bible today on what I was reading, and I was reading I gotta do another. Sorry. I was reading Psalms 17, and I was like, why am I what the world? um I'm just reading, sorry, 2 chapters a day, one in the morning, one at night, because it's much easier because I want to get into the Bible more. And I hope you guys do the same thing as well. Like read 2 chapters a day for y'all to understand what God is saying to you, what is he talking about, and other things in life. So I went back to 14. I went back to 14 and everything. And when I was reading 14, I said, yeah, let me go back to 14. I went back to 14, and Psalms 14 really had me crying. Oh, I got my Bible right here. I'm using my phone, but then again, the Bible's next to me. Um, when I read Psalms 14, I literally started crying because, like, what we are in of this world, like, this will make me start crying. And it's just like certain people I had in my life. Um, The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none who does good. The Lord looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there are any who understand, seek God. They all have turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good. No, not one. And this is still David talking. And when I read that, I just immediately started bawling my eyes out because, you know, discernment. You basically feeling what God feels, and you feel how other people feel as well. Uh, it's like it's like little things that hurts me on what people do and what people see, because I have a big heart. Like, as soon as you are in God's God's arms, walking with God, your whole body, your whole spirit, and your heart is very sensitive. It's very sensitive. And when I cry, God cries. Like, and he's angry too. I've been feeling like that lately. He's angry because it's like, are y'all not getting it? I'm literally here doing this for you. No one wants to acknowledge me. Nobody wants to praise me. Nobody want to talk about me, like what's going on. And the thing is, y'all put idols before him, or y'all just lose that faith that you have with him and other things. And then I kept going. Have This is verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread. So when David said that, he was like, they eat up my people. Like, basically, I'm thinking like they try to destroy us. They destroy the people that seeks God, that acknowledge God, that talks to God and everything. It's the people that does evil, iniquity, iniquity. I'm sorry. It's the people that does iniquity. And that is just like, yeah, iniquity is immoral of grossly unfair behavior or wicked act. That's what iniquity means. And also when I read that, I'm just like, yeah. And he said, who eat up my people as they eat bread. Basically, people want to destroy and tear down the community of Christianity. And I like to throw out that what people do as Christians, we have a bad name. I can literally say that we have a bad name on Christianity because no one is living the right way on what God has told us to do. It literally says so in the Bible. I think it's in the New Testament on how we're supposed to live, on how we're supposed to do what we're supposed to do as Christians. It's like little details. And me, when I read the Bible, I look at details and I just break it down. It's like when God says something to you, you have to break things down to what God says something to you, especially in scripture, or you hear him audibly. And it's just like, wow, I break this down. It makes more sense when you break stuff down with God. Because when you be like, God, I don't understand what you're saying. And then when you actually write it down in a journal or actually read the scripture, write it down and be like, oh, this is what he means. And you can use your own parable so you can know that it makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Also, it says, I was supposed to keep going to on 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge who eat up my people as they eat bread and do not call on the Lord? Most people don't want to call on God, but they will use his name in vain. They'll be like, oh my God, or Jesus Christ, what the like, it's just like little things. And but people don't want to call on him because it's like they use idols. They will use idols, like let's say for example an evil eye. People will have an evil eye just to protect them, and it's like you're letting spirits in. Do you not realize what you're doing? And he clearly states in the 10 commandments, do not, thou shalt not have idols before my God. You should not put nothing before God. Like that's one of the commandments. And people will still like, in the Old Testament they use Babel, like they worshiped a statue and everything else. And dang, it was a, I I'm so sorry. It's a man. I forgot his name, but um the king was going against the man, and the man was like, "You want to try my God? Okay, then let's put yours to test and let's put mine. Don't ever test God, please don't." I'm just saying. But it was just like a war and battle, and people in Babel that worship Babel, the idol, they was trying to tell him to do this and this because it's like, huh? And the other guy had Jesus and everything, and I think it was a fire thing. I think it was a fire. I gotta go back into the Bible. And also I also watched a series of it too. And he was like, you see there, my God is real. You have no God that you just worship. There is a living God in heaven that will do things that will make the impossible possible. So why worship something that's not there? People will say the same thing to us too. I said, do you not see what God has done for me? I say, if you don't see what God's done for me, you need to go to him. But I just be people, he's like transparent. He's transparent. He's omnipresent. Like, you know, he's there. Like, you know, God is there. If you open up your heart and your mind and your soul, you know, he's there. Also, 5, there are, there they are in great fear, for God is with the generation of the righteous. You shame the counsel of the poor, but the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. When the people brings back the captivity of his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. I really do like that one. That really, like, it's just joy and peace when you bring back the people, God's people, you know? You just celebrate. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry. Somebody had called me and I had to answer real quick, but I have like a few minutes left because I have Bible study, but I just wanted to make this video. But back to what I was saying on Psalms 14, and oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord brings back the captivity of his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. It's just like God will protect you. God will protect you of all aspect of this world. Like, you have to give yourself to God. And also, yeah, I was talking about idols and everything. People will go straight into the idols thinking they will protect them. I would say when you wear a cross on your necklace, don't think it's going to protect you. Don't think it's going to protect you, because one, it's like you're just saying that, oh, God is right here, he could protect me, I'm right here, he knows he's right here. Like, it's a necklace. I know people will use that necklace as accessory, or they know that it's going to protect them. I mean, it's cool to wear it, but know that it represents God, but don't think it's going to protect you, if you know what I mean. Like, everything that you have, like, oh, I have, what is it? I have the cross around me, I'm protected. I mean, yeah, but aren't you already protected if you have God living inside you, or you talk to God daily? Like, it's like little things. And they'd be like, I mean, when you put it that way, or they'd be like, no, he's here. I'm like, yeah, he's here, but is he here in your heart? Is he on your mind daily? Is he are you talking about him every day to people? It's just like little things, guys. It's like little things. And then, Psalms 15 and then 16 and 15 is really good. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Psalms 15. Lord, who may abide in your tabernacle? Who may dwell in your holy hill? He who walks uprightly and works righteousness and speaks the truth in his heart. And he who does not backbite with his tongue, nor does evil to his neighbor, nor does he take up a reproach against his friend, in whose eyes a vile person is despised, but he honors those who fear the Lord. He who swears to his own hurt and does not change. He who does not put out his money at usury, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that, but I'm sorry. Nor does he take a bribe against the innocent. He who does these things shall never be moved. It's just like little things that dwell with the Lord. When I read that, I said, that is true. I'm part of what I dwell with the Lord. I don't gossip. I don't speak evil with my friends. I honor the faithfulness of people that knows God. I keep their promises even when it hurts. It's like promises that you got to keep from people. You promise to keep this, you promise to keep that, but it's sometimes it hurts, but he said it's going to hurt. It's like, I don't know what type of promise it is, but it can hurt you. There are times I can't promise with people and it hurts me so much. It hurts me so much because I want to say it, but I can't. So I just give to God. I give their promises to God. I can't give it to other people because they can twist my words around. So you have to be careful who you give your promise. On who you give your promise to. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. On who you give your promise to. I got scared. And you can't lend money without charging interest. That's one thing I don't like doing. If that's one thing I don't do, because if you owe me $10, I'm gonna be like, I'm charging you interest if it's late. Baby, you ain't a bank. I don't do that. I'm gonna give you the $10 exactly. Literally, I'm giving you the $10 exactly. Also, yeah, it's just like you can't bribe with the innocent. And it literally says at the end, he who does these things shall never be moved. You are standing firm forever. You dwell with the Lord by doing these things. You do not speak evil. You don't gossip. You live uprightly. You work righteousness. You speak the truth. Everybody got to be honest with themselves. And bless me. I'm sorry. You got to be honest with yourself and others. That's how you build relationships with people. You have to be honest with others, including yourself. I'm sorry. I also said that to a friend. I say you have to be honest with people. That's how you build relationships with others. You have to be honest. It's like you can't build a relationship with God if you're going to continue to lie to him. If you're going to keep doing this and this. And it's like little things, y'all. Let's go to Psalm 16. I'm trying to hurry, y'all. Psalm 16. Where you at? Sorry. Preserve. Oh, sorry. Preserve me, O God, for what the world? Preserve me, O God, for in you I put my trust. I like that one. You're telling him to keep you safe. You're putting your trust in God to keep you safe. He will always he will protect you. He will protect you. Oh, my soul, you have said to the Lord, you are my God. My goodness is nothing apart from you. He's basically saying everything you do, everything comes from him. Everything comes from God. Every good thing comes from God. So don't think you get the glory. Oh, I did this, I did that. No, you have to glorify God by doing the good things that comes from him. Every good thing I have comes from you. Every good thing I have comes from you. You have the house that came from God. Blessing. I thought I wasn't going to approve. That's God. I got the car. But how? My credit bad. Comes from God. He knows what you need before you even ask him. Matthew 6. Matthew 6. Matthew 6 8. Matthew 6 8. I remember that. Matthew 6 8. He knows before you even ask him. It's just a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just like I love reading the book of Psalms. It's really have helped me with things on what I need to understand, and basically with David on that part with um he was running from his enemies, running from Saul, I believe, and he's just crying out to God. Like this entire book of Psalms is just a cry out. That's how I'm believing, but I don't want to put in my own words. But when I read it, he's glorifying him and crying out to him, and it's just like he made mistakes. King David made mistakes. He killed him. He was trying to trap the man, the husband, Bathsheba's husband, into sleeping with her because King David got her pregnant. I don't know if y'all know the story. I think it's in Second Samuel. If it's in guys, I will go to it. Like literally. Um, y'all gotta give me a second. Like, hold on. Like, give me a second real quick. Cause like, hold on. That's crazy. Yeah, Second Samuel chapter 11. I remember it because I did read that and I was like, oh snap, I remember this. I remember this. Like David made mistakes in his life. He's not perfect. Also, like I said, he saw the woman Bathsheba, and then somebody said, "Ain't that Uriah's wife and stuff like that?" That man's like, "Okay, so and she beautiful. She's outside my window. I see her. She mine. She mine because I see her. He lusts for her. He did. He slept with her and everything. She said, I'm pregnant. And he was trying to take the husband, make him drunk or something like that, send him home, make him have sex with his wife so it will look like he got her pregnant, you know? But none he did that like he tried to do everything like 3 times, trying to do something. And ended up getting him killed. David wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. He was not thinking, like, what are you doing, son? You not. But at the end of the day, I'm just letting y'all know, like, give yourself to God. Don't worship idols. Read your Bible daily. Like, start practicing on I gotta sorry. I represent that or you represent but I'm saying you have to practice. You have to practice on what God tells you and what you hear and everything else. And what I love about what God says is, yeah, I like when He says, practice, keep practicing what I tell you, what you listen to, and what you see. It says so in the Bible. Please do not judge me because I kind of forgot. I think it's because that was one of the daily devotionals when I saw that. That was one of the daily devotionals. That was one of the daily devotionals. I can actually pull it up. Literally, I can actually pull that up. Mama, 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 mama. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Yep. Philippians 4:9. Keep putting into practice all you learned and received from me, everything you heard from me and saw me doing. Then the God of peace will be with you. I love that one. Keep practicing, guys. And I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Bye.